So today I want to go over my top 3 tips when it comes to caring for your vulva or the skin around the vulva. So for those that are not 100% familiar, this is the vulva, our external genitalia, and the skin around the opening of the vagina is the vulva. If you want to learn a little bit more about the specifics of the vulva, I did do a video or Facebook Live earlier on, so you can just scroll through the feed and you can have a look at that. So today I just wanted to give you 3 tips on caring for your vulvar tissue, and this is really important, especially for people that have issues with recurrent bladder infections or UTIs, for individuals that perhaps struggle with any type of vulvar pain condition such as vulvodynia or vestibulodynia, where there's pain sort of just at the entry of the vaginal region. So it's really important to care for these tissues as best as we can. So my first tip, number 1, is to always ensure that you are wiping from front to back and not from back to front. I know it sounds super simple, but if you are voiding, if you've finished voiding and you're using toilet paper to wipe, make sure you are wiping from the front. This is where the urethra is, where we urinate out of, wiping from front to back. When we're wiping from back to front, we can see the anus over here. That can lead to more susceptibility of bringing fecal matter or bacteria into the bladder and the urethral region, and that can increase chances of having more issues and concerns with bladder infections or UTIs. Okay, so that's my first tip. The second one is to really take note of the type of products, if you are using products in and around the vulvar region. So, for instance, if you are using perfumed soaps, if you are using any type of feminine hygiene product such as douches, be very, very careful with the use of douches, but also things like bubble baths or shampoo in and around the vulvar region. So all of these chemicals and harsh chemicals can actually irritate these tissues more so, and I'd really be encouraging those that have vulvar pain concerns to be really mindful of products that you're using in this area. When it comes to douches, it is all about maintaining a good natural balance of healthy organisms within the vagina, so that we have like a healthy vaginal flora. Okay, and sometimes when we're using chemicals, this can really be disruptive to this natural, healthy organism state in the vagina. Okay, my third tip is to really be mindful of the type of underwear that you're using. So number 1, cotton is best. Cotton is breathable, so really good to go the route of cotton, okay? We don't want to be suffocating the tissues in this area. So cotton's always good. The other part about underwear or choosing underwear is the type of underwear as far as the elastic of the underwear. So for some individuals that have pain in this region, using like bikini type underwear or higher cuts can really create more irritation around the vulva. So some individuals will decide to use cotton sort of boy shorts, where it doesn't really cut into the area as close with the elastic. So that's one thing to consider. And then the other thing is the use of thongs. So again, if you can avoid using thongs, that would be best if you have irritation or pain in the region. And of course, with thongs, we get a lot more like contact right in and around the midline, and that can create more irritation and chafing concerns over the vulva. Okay, so those are my top 3 tips when it comes to vulvar care and vulvar skin care. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below.